And that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
So here's Horner now. Fought off foul. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
Inside.
There's a ball. Throw to second. Save. The 1-2. That's a hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. He'll score easily, and it's now 5-4.
Back-to-back singles, just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Jack Peterson. That one to first. Steps on the bag for one, but no throw to second as they only get the out at first.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
That to right. Brings it in, and that's the inning. Back here at Coors Field, here's Adley Rutschman.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's the right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Ball 1. Aye.
Utley
1-1.
stands at first with 1 out. On the ground right side, 4, 6,
Out.
3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Outside with a breaking ball.
Now, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the
Outside, that's a
plate.
ball.
Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That one carrying. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He circles the bases, and they add a pair. It's 7-4. Base is empty with 2 away. Here comes Corey Seager. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Top half of inning number 4. This one smoked on its way out of here. They go back to back. It's 8-4. So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Up the middle. Toss to Naylor. And Polanco is out. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here is Chris Bryant. On the ground to third, and foul ball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Beltran settles under it. And there's one down. And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Tap back up the middle. Seager. Over to first.
No, he's out.
Just got him on that one. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Josh Gibson. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's a base hit.
All over that one right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Gibson off of first with 2 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And there's a hit. Trout hustles it back in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. Trey Turner at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. First
Ball
offering
1, no
misses
strike.
badly for ball 1. Out to short. Seager sends it to first.
out.
And they get Turner for the out. Back here in Denver, here's Juan Soto. Clemens back to work. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well,
Ball
these
one's the count.
players, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that is ball 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That one hammered center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Hauls it in for the out. Stepping in, Chase Headley.
Number 7, Chase Headley.
Off the
Yep,
mark
that ball
there.
went out.
Ball 1. Just
that's it.
missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the
0-1.
case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Next offering is fouled back.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Swings and misses. Well done behind the dish.
The catcher, number 35, Adley.
Here's Adley Rutschman singing. The Orioles gave him the largest signing bonus ever, more than $8 million, and you can see why. This guy
0-1's
just
the count.
oozes with talent.
Yeah, Boog, and if it wasn't for a strained
And that one gets away at the plate. And the runner holds. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Throw to first. In time,
He's
the
out.
2-3 strikeout ends the inning. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. And first offering is fouled off. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Bye-bye. He'll circle the bases, and they close the gap. It's 8-5. Corner now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Well, these guys really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
And now Jack Peterson late on that fastball.
And that's a
0-1's the
great
count.
way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher...
And that one handled. 1 at second. And that's 2.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, to not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the...
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Back here at Coors Field. And now Chase Utley.
Chase Utley.
That one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Carroll makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. In the air, left field. Peterson makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Trout. He's already homered in this game. On the ground to third. Bryant, throw to first in time, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now.
Bryant.
Base knock right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And there's a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Missed
Ball
with a
one.
changeup, and that's ball 1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Josh Gibson stepping in now. He's 2 for 2. Fouled off down the right side.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Reaching down and makes the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And a base hit right there. And now 2 aboard. Trey Turner with a chance now. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground. Whips it to first on the run.
Oh.
And they get the out. Back here in Denver, now it's the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Corey Seager.
On the ground to first.
No, foul
and
ball.
that's just foul. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 9-5. Digging in, Jorge Polanco. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Peterson really on his horse for this one. Corrals it. And there's one down. So digging in, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
That one at triple digits. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. And it's gone. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 10-5. Now a chance for Chase Headley. That's off the inside
That's
corner.
inside.
And it's 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
That was straight
I got a ball,
queso
1 strike.
right there.
That one the other way, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Ball 1, no
that's inside.
strikes. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 11-5. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. And first offering is fouled off. Good eye right
that's a ball.
there.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
The next
That's
pitch
ball
misses. Now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
No question about this one. It's out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. It's 12-5. Utley
1-0.
in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
He's trying to stay away. From this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Scott Rowland.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh? All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know it. It's
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. Into the second deck it goes. His second home run of the game. It's 12-6. Here's Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
And Jack Peterson stands in.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But, yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Smoked on the ground a second. And Peterson retired. 2 down, bases empty. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back, couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 outs. That one is absolutely belted. Beltran raging back towards the wall. You can kiss it goodbye. He leaves the yard to right. It's their second home run of the inning, and they cut into the deficit. It's 12-7. Here's Bryant now. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he
No
was
ball,
out front
2
that
strikes.
time. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Down the line. And that will drop foul. Hot shot to third. Handles, throws
Out.
to first. That's the inning. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran.
Morejon back to work.
There you
Started
go.
after it. Appeal to first. No swing. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Here's Mike Trout.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Troy Melton.
Rodriguez gets under it. 2 down. So now it's Corey Seager. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one outside. 1-0.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like,
Two
but the
balls,
ability
no
to
strike.
have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But
That's
this
ball
guy
three.
is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Swing and a miss as they green light him.
Boog, and the one thing about
balls,
that
one
is
strike.
speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't
pitch is in.
either.
Ball
Hitting
four.
wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy
That's
does.
the ball.
Polanco in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Late on that fastball.
Love to see it.
1-1.
Power versus power right there.
And that one
Ball
misses
two.
up and in. And it's 2-1. And as well, lots of pop in that bet. So you combine the slug with really good defense. Seager off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the
Ball
pitch.
4. Take your
And ball
base.
4, 2 aboard. And here is Juan Soto.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they tack on 3. It's 15-7. Headley at the plate with 2 away. Swings
0-1.
through that one. That one pushed to the left and foul. That
One ball,
misses the
2
zone.
strikes.
And a count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. They do it again. Back to back homers. It's 16-7. At the plate, Carlos Santana. Foul ball there. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He made him pay for that one. He's done it again.